Yo, what's going on? It's a quick update from me, King J. I got some parts in. Let's see what it is exactly. Alright, so here's what I got. I already opened these boxes. This is basically the basis of my ignition system. So I got this Petronix E-Core coil. Very low resistance, like 0.32 ohm. The distributor I have. In this box over here, it is designed for coils that are 0.7 ohms or less, 7/10 of an ohm. This is 3/10 of an ohm, so it's really low resistance. Also, that's a Petronix coil. Well, Taylor is under the Petronix name. Let's see, I got Thunderbolt 8.2 wires. Should be for Windsors. It comes with 3 different coil wires. The middle one was a HEI style or male, and then the shortest one and the longest one had a female socket. So I took the female socket off the longest one, and I put the socket on it that came with the coil and the inner clip, because the female style and male styles use different connectors. So now that I put this male style connector that came with the coil has mounting stuff too. So this is the actual piece that came with the coil, and I put the clip on there, the clamp, and so now it clamps on. It's fine, works good. That'll work good. These are low resistance wires. They're like 40 ohms. They're like a Morosto Super 40 or what is that? The MSD wires or anything low resistance like that. And let's see what we got in this box. This is my distributor, as you can see, Progression Ignition. Yeah, I went that route. So I was like, I think that's cool where the technology's going as far as what they are doing with these old school pushrod V8s now. Now you can get distributors, you can time this thing on your phone and change it. So when I go do a dyno session, finally I could just go and like, all right, well, let's take the timing out or bump the timing up, and then boom, just go on my phone and just do it. That's really cool. So it's got a melanized gear, so that obviously means I could use it with pretty much. I could use it with regular, like certain types of steel cans. I could use it with regular hydraulic cams too, hydraulic roller cams. And melanized usually works for anything. So here it is. It's a really nice piece. It's cost what? Almost $600. But I mean, for the quality of it, it looks really nice. You see, it's got the O-ring right here, and melanized gear. Comes with your plugs. Has instructions. The pin number is really important. There's a pin number and a serial number on here. That's really important. You can't lose them, because that's how you program it into your phone, and then nobody else can get it. That's a security thing. It's got a vacuum port here. This runs full manifold vacuum. That's how these distributors read vacuum. This can read up to 2.5 bar boost. I didn't get the option for nitrous retard or data logging. I really didn't think I needed that. It's an extra couple $100. But let's see. So this is the other end. Yeah, these will work. Just long as this is long enough. You might have to mount the coil on the firewall, but this is nice. This is real nice. I'm just gonna shove it back in the box here in a minute, or right now actually. We'll shove this back in the box, put it all back. Yeah, that ought to be a good ignition system. You know, built-in everything, built-in rev limiter. I could set my vacuum at cruise, pick whatever I want, all in, total, advanced, initial. I can pick everything can just be set electronically. There's a specific default setting you have to set it to at first when you first do it. This box, oh god, this one's. Let's see what's in this box, because this, I think it is from Holly. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep the big box because I'm gonna have to send it back out, and I don't want people to know what it is when I send it out. But this is the manifold. This is a dual plane high rise. It's the 80-20 Wayne Stealth. So it's a nice piece. Comes with the plugs. I mean, it's pretty standard. Dual plane high rise. So let's look at this because there's certain things. You know, certain things the aluminum manifolds have. You know, like I said, you got a bigger water port here. That's for the heater hose. This is for a sending unit. I'm gonna need a sending unit in the water neck too, because I'm gonna have one sending unit for the gauges, so they can read, and then the sending unit so that the fan will kick on at a certain temperature when you set it. Yeah, it's really nice manifold, dual plane. You know, not really worried about how nice these ports look right now. It's decent though. It's pretty good shape. But here's the deal. Yes, it's cast in China. Just so you know, it is cast in China. So the deal with this is I'm gonna get this sent out to CFM Performance in Indiana. I'm probably going to have it, you know, not just port matched, because that didn't do anything. That just makes sure the ports of the head and the intake line up. I'm actually going to get this thing ported. If I run what I think I'm going to run for heads, I'm definitely going to need to have this ported so that it flows very close to or more than the heads themselves, so that this thing can keep up. I didn't want to go a single plane. One, they're tall. Hood clearance is an issue. That's why I bought a drop base air cleaner. I'm probably going to run a 4150 style carb with no choke. I'm not really worried about the cold starts. I think we'll be fine. But yeah, I'm going to have this thing ported. Probably the plenum will get ported too when they work on it. But I'll tell them, you know, before I send it out, I'll tell them what I got, or tell them what I'm trying to do, and then, you know, and then get this thing sent out. Yeah, this is nice. This is gonna be nice. When it's done getting ported. Hopefully it don't take too long, but I guess we'll find out. Anyways, that's my parts update. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Just stay tuned. There will be more. All right. Peace out.